It's a Monday edition of Red Sox Now, presented by Fan Arch here on YouTube. I'm your host, Mike Antonellis. Hope you had a great weekend. It was a great weekend for the Boston Red Sox. They end up taking 2 of 3 from the Atlanta Braves after, Milwaukee, they used to be the Braves. That's how the road trip started. We know they were swept there, but you look at what's going on right now, and they had a great series. I've talked about this a lot. The Red Sox play some beautiful games. We've seen, and again, it's a season of extreme for me, and I think partly of that is, a talent issue at times, guys not playing the game the right way. But it is interesting for a team that, and Crochet's part of this too, for a team that is struggled so much, they win a lot of these kind of games this year, which they've not done. 3-1. I was telling someone yesterday who was criticizing the lineup, I said, hey, it's okay to win 2-1 or 3-1. And you do that when you have good starting pitching, which we've not seen here in so long. I think that's the problem here at times. We don't know what this can look like because we are so focused on offense, I think, because we haven't had terrific starting pitching. You can win championships with the lineup you have, believe it or not, if you're more loaded with starters. That's why I've always said I would rather be to have a couple of number ones and go all in on pitching, which I know we don't like to do because we say, well, those guys don't play every day. But what kind of feeling did you have yesterday when Crochet's pitching? First and third, nobody out, whatever. He's going to get out of it. That's how I feel. And a lot of teams who have beat you, especially the Rays, teams in your division, they got arms. And man, that changes so much. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment, like. I'm one of the radio broadcasters for the Worcester Red Sox. They are back this week. Romy Gonzalez played in the last series. We'll see what happens with him. Nate Eaton went up. Luis Guerrero went up. Unfortunately, Slayton is hurt. But great day for the Red Sox. Trevor Story, we need him to even continue this. Great game yesterday, but it's got to continue. But knocked in the 3 runs. I know the Red Sox offense sputtered after that, but so be it. Crochet fan 12. He is so good. He's worth everything. For those that were unhappy about giving up Kyle Teal, seriously, are you still upset? Because I told all of you at the beginning, it's ridiculous to be worried about giving up a prospect to get a guy like that. I still think the White Sox did not get enough. I don't care that Mydroth's playing every day. I don't care that Braden Montgomery could be a stud. This guy changes your whole dynamic. He is potentially got Hall of Fame stuff to me. Love him. Unbelievable move for the Red Sox. He's 5-4, but his ERA is 1.98. I mean, this guy could win the Cy Young because his numbers are ridiculous. Weiser took over for that Slayton role. He was excellent. And then, of course, Chapman, who we'll talk about a little bit later, nailed down the save. He's amazing to watch. But Story was the guy, bases clearing double in that first inning, lifting the Red Sox to the win. How about this guy, Toro, on the scene? This is what happens. Baseball is weird. Now, Toro has had, this isn't a guy off the street. Abraham Toro has played, he has over 1,200 Major League at-bats. He played with the Astros. 2021, he moved to Seattle. He's never had a chance to play a lot. 2022, he played in 109 games with Seattle. He hit 185, but had 10 home runs. Then goes to Milwaukee, then to Oakland last year, where he hit 240 in 94 games. And now in 18 games with the Red Sox, he's hitting 310 with 3 home runs. And he gets the opportunity because of the injury to Alex Bregman. And maybe, just maybe, and I know that it's very easy to just snicker at this and go, oh, Abraham Toro. Hey, he's in a better situation. He's playing every day right now. And you ride it out. 2 more hits for him. He's done a good job at first base. And all of the wheels turning. I've done this. We've all done this. Maybe he's the guy. Why? Let's just worry. Let's not even think long term, because right now long term doesn't matter to the Red Sox. Right now, is he not been your best option? He absolutely has. He's a switch hitter. He's played great defensively, and he had 2 more hits. So why are we worried about down the road or all that? And you know what? Lou Merloni brought this up, and someone else brought this up too, about Devers playing first base. I am now completely the other way about him not playing first. because of this. He could get hurt. His odds of getting hurt DHing are, I would think, in the 5%. And you just lost Bregman. You're done if you lose Devers. If he gets hurt, you're done. Like, if he's out for 2 months right now, there's no chance. So let's just, maybe this has worked out. Maybe it won't. But I think for now, that's why Christian Campbell did not play first base yesterday. Partly as Toro. I tweeted this, by the way. I was elated that he didn't play first base yesterday. And you ask why. Because if you've watched this, I was beating this drum when he played center for a crochet start and he misplayed a ball off the wall, which, again, for Christian Campbell, who was an A-ball last year, shouldn't be playing center field in a crochet start. He misplayed a ball. Now, you can say, well, Crochet gave up the hit. He did. But he misplayed a ball that led to another run. It wasn't an error, and the Sox lost the game 4-3. No way, and I put this yesterday, you put him at first base in his major league debut at first with Crochet pitching, with your offense struggling. You got to have your best defense. Well, that's a bad message to the other starters. Who cares? Crochet gets treated different, whether you like it or not. He has earned that right to have the defense the way he wants it. And you're going to see, and you can counter that. Well, we're going to let guys control things. Yes, we are. We are definitely going to. When he's pitching, he should get whatever the heck he wants. And if others don't like it and fans don't like it, deal with it. That's life. You can't get everything you want all the time. Yes, certain people get privileges for being better. That's just life. And that would have been one of the worst decisions yesterday to put him at first base. And again, I don't like it. I don't think it's going to happen now. I just don't. Maybe against the lefty, but Toro's a switch hitter. And if Romy Gonzalez comes back, Romy's going to play against lefties. So I scratch that and let Campbell just worry about the one position. But I was elated that Alex Cora scratched that yesterday. I saw this rumor, and I think if you Google it right now, I saw this all over social media yesterday and this morning. Would the Red Sox do this at the deadline? Trade Chapman, and the Cubs or one of the teams supposedly, the latest rumors that they could potentially be involved. But I think it would be anybody that would want this guy. It breaks my heart, though, that they would have to do this because he is like Crochet to me. When he comes in, I really don't worry. But this is a position that is so fickle, and it's so hard to find consistency. If you have a guy that you think you're 90% confident at in your playoff team, it's not worth it. A team that is really good right now that gets a guy like that, it changes their World Series odds considerably. So if there was a team that is, thinks they have a chance at the World Series, and they get a guy like him, changes your whole dynamics. Could you pull off the trade that the Yankees did when they got Gleyber Torres? If you're able to do something like this, and again, this might not happen because we hope the Red Sox are in contention, which they are, it's still in the wild card. But if they end up where they don't think they're good enough, and you got a haul for Chapman, I think you would have to address that. All right, happy Monday. Red Sox are playing tonight, believe it or not. Right back at it against the Angels. Richard Fitz, Tyler Anderson at Fenway, 7:10. We'll talk all about it on Tuesday. It's another edition of Red Sox Now on YouTube, presented by FanArch.